extension bitch, bring your cables or your lace. Come join us for Alpaca Face. Hello!
Hi guys!
Welcome back to our wildly inconsistent schedule of recording
Our
nonsense.
insanity. Love it.
We've been busy. We've been doing shit.
It's going to be busier for a few more weeks for you, I think.
Yeah, school is almost done. We have 16 days left.
Nice.
16 days left.
So for you, it's 3 weeks, right?
Yep.
Nice. And in 2
We're
weeks,
done. We're all done.
Yeah, in 2 weeks, my kids are home for the summer. Yay.
Woo.
Except for the one that's graduating, and he's just home
Forever.
Forever.
Yes. So, yeah, it's been a rough couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, and we've got this weird air thing going on where there's smoke in the air.
Yeah, the wildfires around here have been really pushing the smoke. My allergies have been out of control with it.
Yes, mine too.
Yes, and it's really high pollen levels this year too.
And headaches.
So,
Woo!
Migraines have been bad.
Yeah.
I had a 3-day-long migraine last
Oh
week.
God, no.
Yeah, started on Monday, left on Thursday morning.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, it was bad.
Don't recommend.
No, 0
I'm
to-
gonna. Okay, Lauren, look,
Mhm.
we want to switch this and like
What are we switching?
be booby, since we have like 8 feet of above us. Huh?
Yes, there's much
I'm
in the
like,
bottom.
yeah, that's cute. I like it. Okay,
Jenna is
Better.
wearing her new linen staple top.
it's my linen staple top.
She just finished and blocked it this week.
Yeah, Hohi Locatelli,
Yes.
and it looks very weird when it's blocked because it's like this little upside down T.
It does look a little weird when it's all.
But I like it because then you can see through it, and
Mm-hmm.
even the high neckline doesn't bother me now.
Nice.
Yeah.
It turned out
Big
super cute.
armpits. Yeah, so that was my one finished object this week.
Yes. I have not finished any objects, which is kind of what I wanted to talk about today.
Yeah.
So, new Zelda game dropped a couple of weeks ago, and that's all I've been doing.
I've heard it's really pretty. Isaac
It's-
plays it.
Beautifully animated. It's very much like Breath of the Wild. It's like part 2
Okay.
of Breath of the Wild. So
Yep.
I like the animation a lot. The story is a little different this time, but like the mechanics are all the same. But I have not been getting very much knitting done because
Right.
all I've been doing is on my Switch going, I have to get to the next Skyview Tower and
That's awesome.
unlock the
I
next
love
part
it.
of my map because I'm a crazy person. So
It's okay.
I have been working on my campside shawl that I started in February. And I have made some progress on it, but it is nowhere near being a finished object yet.
So
So
pretty the colors.
this is my lovely little eyelet kind of shawl.
Yeah.
And I have, my light pink and then my dark pink and then my light pink. And I started a lavender. I have no idea what this is actually going to look like with all these colors, but my husband bought
I
me
love
this
it.
yarn and I wanted to use it for something.
Yeah.
And
And the
this
lavender
is
is
good.
totally camouflaged in here.
Yes. Oh yeah, you can't really see it in here.
My little purple room.
You can
that
see
I
it
live
against
in.
the pink, though, I think.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Kind of see it against the pink here, but yeah, I'm on the 4th chart, I think. So I've got
Okay.
one more chart after this.
So
And
soft.
yeah, I think there's 10 repeats of this 8-row chart. And I am real tired of purling, but I learned how to Norwegian purl last week, and that is
Yay.
going way faster than my old purling method was, because you'd have to bring the yarn to the front and the yarn to the back and the yarn to the front and the yarn to the back for pearls. And now I don't have to do that because it just sits in the back all the time. It's great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Norwegian Pearl, highly recommend. We might do a skills tutorial on that sometime. But
Yeah, I think so. That'd be awesome. We're
Yes.
not doing that one today.
no, not
Because
today.
we did another one and it's hysterically bad.
Yes, Jenna went to community knitting at our local yarn store yesterday, and apparently there was much talk of tubular bind off.
Yeah.
So
Lisa, we love you. You too can do tubular bind off if
it's
you want.
not that hard. I can help.
Yeah.
Usually she's the one to help because
Yeah.
she's the yarny teacher there. And,
She is. But yeah, she decided she's not doing it.
oh, okay.
She's just gonna skip that
Fair
part.
enough. I understand, like, the big projects that you have tubular bind off on is a
Mhm.
pain in the ass. I do it for sleeves, but
Yeah.
like, it called for, when I was doing my floodlight tee last summer, it called for a tubular bind off on the end of that. And I had 328 stitches
Ooh, yeah.
for a tubular bind
She's
off.
making
and
the
that's
Andrea
too long to
Mowry. What's the big, like, super blocky?
I don't know.
It's
I don't know
it's an
Andrea
old
Mowry patterns.
it's an old Andrea Mowry pattern. Everybody under the sun has made it except me.
Okay. I also have not made it probably because Andrea Mowry is fine. I just don't like
it's
cyberstalk
cute.
her.
It's the one that's got the 10 inches of positive ease.
That's a lot of positive ease. That's what this cardigan was supposed to have. And I did not do it because I'm a big old fat girl and 10 inches of positive ease does not look good on a big old fat girl's body.
Yeah, I mean,
just dress me in a burlap sack. That's what 10 inches of positive ease is.
Right. I have to take my glasses off to see my thing. It's not the metamorphic. This one, the Weekender.
Oh, yes, the Weekender sweater. Okay, yes, I know that one.
So she's doing that, and it's got
tubular
supposed to have a tubular bind off.
Yeah.
Does not.
Yes, that's fine. Honestly, you can sub like Jenny's super stretchy bind off. You can pretty much do any loose bind off, and it's fine. But I do like the kind of neatness of a tubular bind off.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just like I like the neatness of a tubular cast on.
Yeah, I think she said she didn't do the tubular cast on either.
Oh yeah, so it'll be fine and it'll match.
Yeah, because it'll match.
It'll match.
So yes, I went to knitting last night with no intention of buying anything because I need nothing. I lost my yarn last week that I wanted to make my current project out of, and it was because I had left it up here.
From the last time we recorded?
Yeah, I'm such a dumbass. So let's talk about expensive yarn that I didn't need.
The best expensive yarn.
So Le Bien-Aimé.
It's so pretty.
Yeah. The Wensley worsted. You see that? There we go. Wensley worsted.
Beautiful.
It's purple. Do I
of
like
course
purple?
It's purple. Of course it's purple.
And so I walked in and literally Nicole set
the owner of the yarn shop
3 skeins of yarn in front of me and said, Jenna, by the way,
I bought this for you.
We have purple. So I was like, and then I walked around and I found the Dream State spin cycle in
ranunculus.
And it's a particularly dark ranunculus. Can you see this?
It's
has
pretty.
Got so many pretties. So then I was like, oh my goodness.
They go together so pretty.
So there's a lot of people doing color work with the spin cycle. And then it like stripes itself and you don't have to add other colors in. Yep. So I'm going to figure out something. But they're worsted weight. So it should be really fast. So I bought, hopefully, an appropriate sweater quantity of that because they only had 5 in this color. The other ones in this color were lighter. And so I didn't want that. I didn't want to have to stripe them and figure it out. So that's purchase number 1. I bought
8 more.
Last night. Yeah, I bought a lot last night. I'm not going to show everything. So I just started. You want to talk about Alpaca face? If Lauren and I are keeping track, it's been quite a couple of weeks. So I started this one, the Afterglow top.
We talked about it last time.
I'm going to do the tunic version in this really delicious Mayu. Mayu.
Soft and pretty.
It's cashmere, alpaca, and silk. So it's got like a sheen and it's really soft and it's super squishy and I love it. It's also purple. Yeah. So I started this. I printed out the pattern. There's 3 patterns in the pattern and lots of customization you can do. So there are 25 pages.
Deep cleansing breath.
When you are very overwhelmed anyway, and you just want like, woo, I finished this tank top. I'm going to start a thing. And then you can't find your yarn for a day and a half because you left it in a closet. And then you print out the pattern and it's 25 pages.
Yeah, it's a lot.
What do? Oh, that's right. You knit it on in the wrong size.
Yep.
Yeah, you figure out the new cast on. You knit through the first skein of yarn. And then you start doing math and you're like, why?
That doesn't add up.
Why is this so big?
This is going to be enormous.
Do I need to wear another sack? I do not. So this morning was spent taking it all out and mathing, and I think I figured it out. I'm going to make the right size I'm actually going to decrease, hopefully, just over an inch, so that underneath the bust is actually like fitted the way that the pattern calls for. And then I'll do their fanciness to make all of this fit. And then hopefully it'll be magically amazing.
I don't think it'll be magically amazing. I think it will just be amazing, but
Mathically amazing?
Mathically amazing.
Might be mathically
I
amazing.
think it's more effort than magic. Like, I have spent all of the time napping and figuring this out now, and now it's amazing because I made it fit me, which is the magic of knitted garments.
So, stay tuned. We will see if it's mathically amazing
fine.
or if I have grossly estimated wrong again.
So I got you a present, but my dumbass forgot it.
So, love presents. Yay.
I am the worst human.
You're not the worst
I
human.
hope that I have a picture or an order or something of it because it called to me.
While she's looking that up, I'm going to show you the last time I guesstimated verily wrong for my wee boobicles. So, my dress that I made.
So cute.
It's so cute. I was like, I need to add 3 inches to the bust so my pocket sits where it's supposed to. And I was like, So I called my mother and I said, Mother, my darling, please try this dress on because I think it's going to look better on you than it does on me. And look at this. Perfect.
It's so cute on her.
It's perfect on my mother. So I did not make the dress wrong. My mother made me wrong. And it fits her perfect. So my mother has inherited a dress which she can have after State Fair because that is my State Fair dress.
Yes. So I will have this for you at some point.
Yes.
It is delightful. I will
That's
show
awesome.
everyone here.
Show everyone. That's amazing. So, thank you,
This
Lauren.
is from Get Knit Faced in Colorado. Get Knit Faced in CO. And the purple was Screaming because Jenna. And then if you can see, it's a hidden sweary project bag.
It's so sweary. That's amazing.
But it's not like super, super bold fuck offs, but
it's amazing.
It is delightful and it screamed your name. So
Yay!
I ordered that and it is on my piano bench for me to grab next time I am actually thinking.
Nice. I love that.
I slept in until 8 o'clock this morning and that does not happen very often. Nice. And so my brain is like 3 hours behind in functionality.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I like it. We skipped last week, partially because it was Mother's Day, and we have mixed feelings about Mother's Day.
Yep.
I am everyone's mother, and have infertility, and 3 stepkids. Woo!
Yep.
And I love them. They're amazing, most of the time.
And I have no children, and also 500 children. And
yes. And your mother is awesome.
Complicated feelings about my mom.
Complicated. I love my mom, but my mom doesn't celebrate.
I love my mom as well, but...
Right. So
yep.
We didn't want to come and talk about it because it's awkward.
Yeah.
So I went to Chicago with 2 of my kids, and we went to Knit One because they were having a plucky trunk show, which only lasted 1 day.
Plucky.
Guys.
So much plucky.
The
and
lavender.
Cashmere.
Yeah, the lavender and dark purple are cashmere. The other one is a cashmere blend. I don't know what to make. It's only 600 yards of each.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, that's not a sweater quantity.
No, I think the lavender will become a tank top with like some lacy texture-y. And the other one will probably get blended with something else because the color's definitely in my wheelhouse, so it'll be easy enough to do like something with stripes with black or I don't think I brought fuzzy yesterday too. I didn't bring the fuzzy up.
Yes, I got stabbed with needles last weekend instead of going to
Chicago. Ooh.
So,
and she doesn't mean acupuncture.
Nope, I got another tattoo. I have
Yay.
been obsessively getting tattoos over the last, I think I've gotten 3 in the last, 2.5 months.
Yeah.
It started with a penguin on my leg and
show us the new one. It's so
increased
pretty.
since there. So I am a teacher And so I needed books. I needed some kind of
It's
educationally
so pretty.
reference, and then a phoenix because life. So that is still healing, obviously.
Yeah, that's
It's a little
gorgeous.
bleedy, but it is my new favorite, and I really was happy with my forearm that I got
Yeah, that
a
one's
couple
awesome
of
too.
like 6 weeks ago.
Yeah,
So
she does so good with your color.
the artist that I go to, her Insta is at Home Free Tattoo, and she is like great with illustrative, like kind of. I was telling a colleague earlier this week that was like, my goal is just to look like the inside of a children's book, and she is perfect with that.
And she's a knitter too, right?
Yes, she is also a knitter. That's how I met her. Not met her exactly, but how I like came across her work as another one of my knitting friends who I had met was like, hey, I went to Kelly to get a tattoo, and she showed us her knitting tattoo, and she's in our little group chat, and I was like, I have to find her Instagram and get a tattoo. So it's great because she's got her little like booking thing on her Insta, and I was like, she has an opening this weekend, and my husband was out of town, and I was bored, so got stabbed with needles.
That
for a
doesn't
while.
happen to me. Doesn't hardly ever happen to me.
Well, he had been out of town for like 3 weeks at that point.
Yeah, no, I know.
You can't leave me at home alone for 3 weeks.
No.
Otherwise, I spend too much money, and
I spend too much money just
yes.
Alpaca face. No, because I spent a lot on Mother's Day, and then I went last night and I spent a lot more.
At least you use the things you buy. That's what
Eventually.
Michael tells me. He's like, well, you do spend a lot of money on yarn, but at least you use it, and then you just have it.
Yeah, but at this point I can't even say it's cheaper than therapy.
Yeah. I do therapy too if it makes you feel better.
True.
I buy yarn, tattoos, and I do therapy.
Yeah. I know, you need another hobby like photography or scrapbooking.
Well,
or...
I do have that hobby though.
I know.
I have my Cricut, and that is also an expensive hobby, but I make cute shit.
We also have to give you props because you have not yet gone and bought a spinning wheel today.
I did not get a spinning wheel yet. I am proud of myself.
Right, but that'll be
It
next.
was like a whole 6 weeks to buy a new spinning wheel.
I think we need to make a trip and go do that.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Because it'll be summer soon.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yes, I do need to get a lot of spinning done. I have a bunch of Shingora that I need to get done for a friend, her doggo hair.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yes, and it's so soft. Like I've got one bobbin spun of it, and then I've got like 3 other bags of it to still do, and so then I'll need to apply it together. So it's
that'll
so soft.
be super fun.
So soft. She's a.
I like work crooked.
Yeah, no,
I think I just sit crooked.
Yes. Bad posture.
Right.
No, I think something was Anyway.
Yes. I'm doing a test knit.
You're doing a test knit.
Yeah, my first one ever. I've never done one. You've done one? Two?
Yep, I did the bling tank for Laura and Elkin, and I did the Be Positive sweater for Maxim Sear.
Nice. I am going to do the new Galax by Andrea Gaughan.
So cute.
Can you see it? Ooh, you can't see me now.
That lace.
The lace is
so fun.
It's based on
Estonian knitting.
An Appalachian wildflower.
Yes, the name came from it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's got like little nups or baubles or whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
So excited. And I had bought this willow, which is mulberry silk and linen from Tanis Fiber Arts, thinking I was going to make a t-shirt out of it, but the yardage is perfect. And look, it matches Lauren today.
It's my color.
And so I have the right amount that it says it calls for, and now I just need to get gauge.
Yeah.
Because I'm a very loose knitter.
You're on the struggle bus with gauge.
And I wouldn't even say the struggle bus. I was expecting when I signed up for it that it was the same gauge as this tank top that I'm wearing, because this is linen, and I was expecting it, like I was like, oh, I could just use the leftover linen that I have from this, because I only used half of what this pattern called for, which I still don't really know. Like I made it shorter, but I didn't make it that much shorter. So I don't know. So I was going to use that, and then I measured my gauge on here and looked at what the pattern called for. So it's like 20 stitches to 4 inches versus 28 stitches to 4 inches. So I'm a loose knitter as well. So even with this, I have to size down my needles. And I don't have those needles yet. So that will start hopefully when my needles get here.
Yes.
Because even though I went to the yarn store last night, that's not what I bought.
Too many other fun things to buy.
Yeah, so much yarn. So much yarn. So that's what that's going to be. And I also bought this book.
Oh, I didn't know about the book.
Yeah, I bought stripes because I love this sweater. And this is not what I bought yarn for, because why would I have bought yarn for the book that I bought?
Oh, I like that tee.
I know, so many other things are so cute. And I love stripes. Like, I'm wearing stripes. Look at that dress. Look at this tunic. I didn't buy yarn for this tunic either.
It's so fun. I need it.
And
I'm going to have to steal this book from
there's
you.
this, I know, there's this little tank top, Kaisla, where's the one? There's like a big stripy sweater dressy tunic-y thing, which I'm sitting here and make alpaca faces as I page through here.
Like the chunky stripes.
Cute.
Yes, the chunky, like there's a t-shirt with big chunky stripes. And it's like, I love that.
My sister paged through here when I bought it, and she's like, I don't see the sweater you're talking about. So now I can't find it. Cause,
of course. That's how it works.
Isn't this stimulating television? This
like,
one.
Oh, that is so cute.
So,
chunky
this
sweater dress.
Does not scream Jenna. I don't know what does.
I think it also screams Lauren. So
yeah, so it's Vera Valimaki. So I bought this book. Did not buy any yarn for this book.
Yes. Because I'm 100% stealing this.
Yeah, they're so cute.
Also, we could just like sit here in silence and just flip the pages, and it can be an ASMR alpaca face episode, and that's fine.
Right. I'm just looking at my notes.
This has lace and stripes.
I know, isn't it so cute? It's a little cardigan.
I need it.
Yeah, Venny.
I need it. Yes. Okay, I'm stealing this book.
Yes, you can totally borrow that because I'm not making anything from that for a while.
Yeah, I am stealing it, and I'm knitting all the things out of it,
you
and
guys,
I'll give it back to you.
It's documented. If I can't find this book, this is where it is.
Yep. It lives with me now.
Yeah. So the other thing that's coming up, which is 2 weeks from, 3 weeks from today, is Knit in Public Day.
Oh yeah, International Knit in Public Day.
And I will be knitting international because I'm going on vacation.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, it's 3 weeks from today, so we might have one more video before then.
Yes, fingers crossed that we'll be able to get our shit together.
Yeah, I'm hopefully kayaking that weekend and having graduation parties.
Yeah, I won't be doing any of that. I think that's, what is that, June 10th?
June 10th is Knit in Public Day. Yeah. June 3rd is when I'm kayaking.
Yes. So, yeah, I will be gearing up for the last week of school and gritting my teeth. That's what I'll be doing.
Yes. So it might be a really funny video. Look out for that. I'll be sunburned and tired from kayaking, hopefully.
And I will be not strangling 5th graders.
Yeah.
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 I tell you how exhausting 5th graders are. Like, I had a 5th grader this week pouring juice into his water bottle in the hallway. I'm being sneaky about it. Like, I was waiting to go into the classroom that I was supposed to go into.
Are they not supposed to have juice?
Not in their water bottle. Like, because kids spill shit all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
And juice is a sticky, awful mess to clean up.
That's true.
And especially in a water bottle with a twisty top that you have to take all the way off to take a drink. Like, I think I even would have, like, let it slide if it had been a straw water bottle.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
I was like, this has been the rule since the beginning of the year. Water goes in water bottles. And so he looks at me. I said, what did you put in your water bottle? Because it was like a juice color. I said, you're only supposed to have water in your water bottle. Said, it is water. It's vitamin water. I said, can I see the bottle that you just poured it out of? Well, it's juice. I said, go dump it out and fill your water bottle with water. Like, they look at you and they will straight up lie to you.
Love it.
Knowing full well that you've seen them doing this shit. I have never been gaslit more than by, like, my 5th graders.
Yeah. And they're so over it. They're ready to be 6th graders.
Yeah.
They're done. They're like, we're out of here.
Yes.
We're big fish in a little pond.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's nuts. Yeah, like I get it. I'm done too,
So
but
funny.
like we've still got 3 weeks of school left, my dude.
And for them, it's gotta feel like forever.
For me, it feels like forever.
Yeah,
Like
I
I get it, but oh my god, you gotta try.
No.
Do something to like
Drink. You've got to drink.
Well, I've got.
He was trying.
Oh, these kids.
I love it. That's so awesome. I love it. Yeah, no, mine. One kid is in Israel on her 8th grade trip.
Mm-hmm.
The other kid is hopefully going to pass his classes and graduate.
Yeah, not much time left now.
Yeah, I did a provisional cast on with crochet.
Yay,
Woo! I don't know if you can see that. I can't see, so.
Yes, it's there.
But yeah, and then I had to take it all out and recount.
Yes.
So hopefully this more appropriately fits around my waist than the huge monstrosity that I had yesterday.
I was impressed though. You were like taking a phone call while you were counting
Always.
and casting on. I was like, nope. I ignore my phone when I'm counting.
Yeah, if I couldn't count like or do knitting while people were talking at me,
I can knit. Like I can even like focus on like a lace pattern or something when people are talking to me, but I cannot count for shit when people are talking to me. And so I just like check out of a conversation and like do a lot of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now the fun part is rejoining it in the round because it's
twisty.
Longer and
Twisty,
it's super
twisty.
twisty.
Yeah. I just kind of go and make sure everything's kind of facing the correct direction.
Yeah, like I literally like go through like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Except I have to, then I'm like, oh, I have to start at this end because this is.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But it'll be okay. Hopefully this time it'll be correct and it'll actually fit me.
And fingers crossed it doesn't twist so you don't have to take it out again.
Right? Can you imagine?
I can because I have done that before. I can imagine.
Same.
It's a pain in the ass. And then you have to restart the whole thing again because it's early enough that it's not easy enough to just like foof it out and then,
right.
You know, pick it back up.
Because it's a stupid cast on too. So I'm casting on from the waistband and then it goes up. So it's like I'm casting on like here where my dress is and then it goes up and you do the straps and then you pick up again and work your way down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the heck? This is not the instant gratification I was looking for.
I feel like that's all knitting.
Well, there's that.
It's like you want instant gratification, you go to the store and buy a top.
Right. But it's also funny because I was like, I want this tank top to go underneath a cardigan that I haven't yet made.
Yeah. And that you won't really need because it's going to be 80 degrees soon. So.
Right. Well, I won't need that, but I really want it.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying it's not like an immediate, like a tank top you'll probably wear more often.
That's why I figured I'd make it first. I can wear the tank top
through the summer and then you'll be ready for your winter.
And then I can make my cardigan to put over the top.
This is my last summer's cardigan that I knit.
It's so pretty, the lace.
Ela or Ayla, it's an Isabel Kramer, and we saw it at
I remember when you made that.
Chicago Yarn Crawl. And I never put sleeves on it because
it's so cute.
It turned out super cute without sleeves.
And now you can see your tattoo, which you didn't have then.
That too. But yeah, I was like, I could join my sleeves later, so I have like all this extra yarn that I bought.
Right, so
initially.
You can make me one and it'll match.
It's like, I can put sleeves on eventually, and then I just never did.
You can just make me one and then we'll match.
I mean, I could do that too.
You know, there's nothing more fun than Jenna saying, hey, Lauren, you can just make me a thing.
Yes.
Because you knit faster than me.
I mean, I've done that before, Jenna.
I know. It's my favorite.
You want to dress in 2 weeks? Okay.
Yes. I know, I was looking at that. I was like, maybe I'll put that on today. And I did not put that on today because it seemed sunny and warm. And it's not really warm.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
So it would have been perfect, but
yes.
Maybe next time. You just never know.
Yes. I figured out that my curriculum director for the music program with MPS is also a knitter because I was working on this cardigan in the middle of a professional development session, and she's like, I knit too. How do you do like? She's like, I don't do those complicated. Like, I was like, this is the easiest like cable lacy thing in the whole wide world. You would be able to do this too.
I love when people are like, but I can't do that.
Yeah.
It's like, well.
But you could, though.
It's a stitch for a stitch. I think we can work it out.
Well, that's like, I've been teaching, my 3rd and 4th graders, my little, knitting club. We had our last meeting on Tuesday. They were so sad. They were like, it's our last meeting. Can't we do this in the summer, too? And I was like, I don't know, guys. Talk to me later about this.
Right.
I'm tired. It's Tuesday. And
right. Make your own group, kids. You live in the same neighborhood.
But
just saying.
Anyway, I tried to explain to them, there's 2, basic stitches, and that's all you need to know, and everything else is just, kind of a differentiation on those 2 stitches.
Yep.
And I said it's like coding that way, too.
Oh, yeah. Smart.
You only need, 2 different, you have ones and you have zeros, and you put them together in different ways to create all these different, magical things, so.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I never thought about it as coding because it wasn't a thing when I'm old.
Computers weren't a thing back in my day. I mean, they were just on a much smaller level.
I'm older than you.
I know, but even then,
I think I was
home computers started becoming, in the 90s. So before that, you probably didn't have a lot of.
We had access to them. I don't remember what grade in school, 3rd or 4th.
I think that's what time we started. Maybe 2nd, because we would play Math Blasters, I think, in 2nd grade.
Yeah, but I don't know.
We
did things where we could,
Mavis Beacon teaches typing, that was 3rd and 4th grade.
Yeah, we definitely had Oregon Trail. Dying of dysentery is definitely a thing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Not anymore so much, but at least not in our nation.
We have days. Oh, dysentery.
Yeah, dysentery is less of a concern nowadays, which is good.
Yeah, we have soap.
Look at us making progress and shit.
Running water.
Polio might still be a problem at some point because fucking anti-vaxxers, but dysentery is mostly taken care of. Yeah. So that's cool.
Yeah, those poor kids with polio. I'm doing the CF walk tomorrow. Speaking of poor kids.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, a friend of ours has cystic fibrosis. So I could probably put a link if you want to donate. Not that anybody's going to watch this before I go.
Oh, I mean, they can donate after the walk too, probably, to the whatever donation or whatever organization it's for. So
probably.
No harm in putting a link in.
You don't even have to do it through mine. Just go to the CF main page.
Yes.
So.
I was gonna talk about, I don't remember which organization it is. I'll have to do the Googles. But there is an organization in the UK that is making a giant pride flag out of knitted granny squares and crocheted granny squares. And so they are taking donations for the granny squares. And
that's really fun.
Doing the Googles.
So I assume we have to mail them to the UK before June?
Not actually the UK, because they are working in collaboration with Webb's in Massachusetts.
Oh.
So.
That's good to know.
And where's Webb's? Oh, I can't spell today. I'm having a day. The W is too close to the Q. And it keeps saying swears.
I started the French board on mine.
Lovecrafts, that's who's doing it.
Lovecrafts.
And they have a whole page. So you craft your patch, and then they have some patterns available.
Oh, cute.
Which is very cute. And then you can send them either to Lovecrafts in the UK, or you can send them to Webb's by the end of May. So it's coming up. But it's a granny square, so it'll take no time. So yeah. Cool. I thought that would be super fun, and my queer ass is always happy to, help benefit the gay community. So, in some way, shape, or form.
Good. So Lauren will hopefully remember to type that into the notes.
We'll keep our fingers crossed that I've got my shit together enough to do that. Yeah.
Good luck, guys. Look up Lovecrafts.
Yeah, that. Yes, that. So, yes, I thought that would be a fun thing to do. Also, we are yarn bombing the Cudahy Library.
Yep, I think that's the same day, June 10th.
Yep, June 10th.
I won't be here.
Yeah, you won't be here, but, that's a thing that's going to happen. And you can pre-make your thing, and we can, bring it for you, and you can still contribute to the yarn bombing.
Yeah. I hopefully can do that.
Yes.
Yeah, Kelly is planning lots of fun things, and I feel bad because I never make it to the things she plans.
Yeah, same.
Because I didn't plan them, so
I don't have to go because I didn't.
No,
plan
it's not
them.
even that. No, it's not even that. It's just when I plan things, I plan them based on my calendar.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
I understand that.
yeah, so hopefully I will be out there and support her more soon.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel bad, Kelly. We love you.
Yes, she does a great job. I need just a little bit more notice to like put it in my books well in advance. So that's my big issue is I've got other shit to do, and hopefully with the summer coming up, then I will feel less of that nonsense.
Yeah. Well, and I work now on the weekends more because my sitters that take care of Allie, my special needs kiddo, they kind of switched around, and so I have a lot of weekends where I work. Today I'm not, because the one sitter took her last night at like 2:00 in the afternoon, and she's keeping her for more than 24 hours.
Oh,
yeah, thank God.
It's nice to have a break.
Yeah, but so I'll have her tomorrow. So she's going to go to the CF walk with me, and then we go up to Rainbow Day Camp and work on the garden, and so we're going to do that.
Nice.
And then then she goes with my sister. My sister will take her for the afternoon and feed her dinner.
Mm-hmm. So you get little breaks in there now, but
long day.
Yeah.
And then I get her back for not sleeping.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah, sleeping is weird. Sleep schedules are hard.
That is very hard.
Really hard, and especially when you have to be like a functional human and don't just have the day to rest after not sleeping.
That never happens.
Yeah, it's really hard to be a functional human on no sleep. Fun fact. Yeah.
So we don't try. I don't know if you've met us. We don't really try to be that functional.
Do what we can. You get what you get is a lot of my motto.
And delightful and sunshiny.
Sometimes we're sunshiny. Sometimes I am stabby, and that's also okay.
It is okay.
Yes.
Until we find the bodies, but that's.
I mean, we hid them really well. Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So I think that's our podcast for today.
Yes. Hope you enjoyed our alpaca faces. We will throw in our tubular bind off tutorial in a little bit, and it is wonky because I lost my confidence about halfway through the process and then had to restart. So yes, I was doing it right and then forgot that I was doing it right, and that's fine.
Yeah. It's okay because
welcome to my imperfection.
Alpaca face. Yes. We don't pretend to be good at anything.
Yeah, I fake it real well.
Yeah, we're just a dumpster fire. So
always.
Haha. I hope you guys have a great week. Keep knitting.
See you next time.
And now I have to find the off button. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so we are doing tubular bind off, or my best rendition of it. To set up, this is kind of a variant on Kitchener stitch. So you're taking your long tail. Usually they recommend about 4 times the length of your work. Mine is very small, so my long tail is not that long. This gets more complicated when you have a top or something that is, 300 stitches. And then you have to figure out how to manage your tail. My best advice is to kind of fold it in a few times and then run that loop through your needle. So to start, you are taking your needle, your tapestry needle, threading it into your first stitch purlwise and pulling through. Then you have to bring it around the back, go in between those top 2 stitches, and then pull your needle through into that next stitch knitwise. And pull your yarn through. I fucked up earlier, so mine has a knot in the middle of it because I needed extra yarn. So I was on the wrong side. So mine is a little bit fiddly as it's going through. Okay, and then we're ready to start taking our stitches off. So the actual bind off part, so you're going to thread through this knitwise, take that off all the way through, And then you're going to get ready to set up your next set of these. So you're going to take this front way through, thread through your next knit stitch purlwise. Maybe. There you go. And then I think that you are ready to take off your next one purlwise as well. I'm going to have you pause because I think I forgot a step. Do I have to completely start over?
I don't know, that's up to you.
Okay, we'll see. I will probably have to because I don't know if I will be able to stitch it together. I don't know. That's fine. We'll maybe stitch it together. Yeah. Okay, continuing on. So I lost my self-confidence. So we had just put our stitch through purlwise through that knit stitch. We're going to bring it through purlwise on this top stitch and take that off. Another bind off stitch. And then we're going to go back through this fucking knot. When you do this, don't put a knot in the middle of your yarn because that is very annoying to play with. Okay, so I've got my 2 stitches bound off here. Then just kind of following that pattern again where I'm going in through the middle so that I can set up the next knitwise stitch, or putting through knitwise in the purl stitch. Pulling through, and then the next set is ready to be bound off. When the yarn actually pulled through, do not recommend magic knot method when doing something like this. There we go. So now my next set of like that Kitchener kind of setup is done. So I'm going to bring my yarn back to the front, knitwise, take it off. Skipping the next stitch, pulling through purlwise. How many alpaca faces have I made with this fucking knot? About 82.
I was going to say classic alpaca face.
So that's ready to go. And then you're going to bring this back to the front of this purl stitch, put it in purlwise, and take it off. So you're setting up like the next Kitchener setup between every stitch. Bringing it through the middle of those 2 stitches so that you can put it in knitwise through the front.
Why do something right the first time when you could just do it good enough?
I mean, that's accurate. Also, why watch the other good tutorial videos on this one? You can watch me fuck it up 82 times. Good times. All right, and then we're back to our knit stitch here. Putting that through knitwise and taking it off. So every time you take off a knit stitch, you're setting up for the next knit stitch by skipping over that purled stitch and putting the yarn through purlwise so that you're ready for the next one to come off. So what this does is it makes for a really nice little neat ribbed edge. So when it comes off, it matches up with your ribbing and it just looks kind of nice and even.
Fun.
Yep. All right.